We are less than 24 hours before Tekken 8 comes out, or whenever you see this video, I might need to help everybody get right for Tekken 8. This is primarily for people that have never played Tekken before, or don't know what they want to do with the control schemes, or just generally need help. So I'm going to tell you some settings you might definitely need to change for all different types of players and people for Tekken 8 on this launch. Let's get right into it. Okay, first things first, we're going to talk about your setup on a controller. If you're using a default PS5 controller, I'm going to get y'all right. Now, this is a hot take, and I'm going to say this again. This is an extreme hot take. There's two options you can take off in this game. Special style is one I highly recommend only for certain type of players. Have you ever played a fighting game before? Do you just casually play these games like you just playing with your homies and you turn them off, you're not really wanting to learn nothing? Or if you have a potential disability with combos and stuff like that, I 100% tell you to keep special style alone. I, for one, think you should take special style completely off. You could take buttons off in the control setup if y'all didn't know by just hitting R1. Special style, in my honest opinion, is probably like a good beginner, like super beginner. I just want to see if stuff happens type of beginner. I highly recommend don't using it. And I also do recommend you taking off special style simply for the fact that you might want to use that button for other things. For example, you could probably have a button dedicated to throw. Whereas for me, I would use R1 for throw, L1 for throw. That give you so many different options in Tekken. You see all this blank stuff right here to customize to your liking. And PS5 controller, you only got so many buttons on it. This would be probably even easier to do if you had a hitbox, a levelist, arcade stick, or some other controller. But on a base PS5 controller, I highly recommend taking special style off completely. Number two, this is a very good thing. Now, I've been seeing some takes about people using the analog stick for fighting games. And I'll be honest with you, when it comes to moving in Tekken, you probably want to use a D-pad way more. And when it gets down to the nitty gritty, if you want to learn to do things like backdashing consistently, Korean backdashing, I honestly have never seen somebody do it on a controller, a base PS5 controller, with the analog. If you do that, you are a legend. You are a GOAT. So personally, you can make sure this doesn't disrupt your game, or if you have some type of DIY hitbox, you could turn off character movement so things won't get all wonky, stuff like that, with just a D-pad. Unless you like me, that like to play fighting games regardless, people tell me not to, you can have the character movements on both in this game. Also, don't forget, you check your button inputs every time you make a new change to something. That is pretty good to always check. Now, the next big feature is for people that just hate how crazy the game looks. There is an option in this game. I just want y'all to know that you can change the effects on the screen. So essentially, you go to game options, go to screen settings, and then you turn the effect saturation on low. It makes it easier to see what's going on in gameplay and in matches. And I think y'all would just love this overall. Plus, I think, if I'm not mistaken, not 100% true, I think this might even help decrease lag in some situations. Who knows? I'm just saying stuff right there. But I'm being honest, I'm putting it on low. I don't need all that craziness on the screen 24/7. Now, this feature is for people that want accessibility options within their gameplay. This is going to be good for you guys. I'm here to help everybody out. I did this with Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat 1. I'm going to do this with Tekken 8 as well. So on the main menu, even the demo just updated this, by the way. Go to accessibility, and you can turn on color support and color perception type. You have so many different colorblind features for this game. This is really good for you. A lot of people don't talk about this in their videos, but if you are a person that has some type of disability or illness or something like that, don't worry, Tekken got y'all covered. Like, you have so many customization options in the game, you know, depending on like how you want. You can have the patterns, you can make the characters lighter, you can make them darker. It's all up to you for like, you know, for the type of blindness or anything like that. So accessibility is really good to show off. I know if you probably don't know this game does have it. Now for the last part, we will switch over to the PC version. I'll give you some best PC settings. I am running on a GTX 1660 Super, so I'm gonna try to help optimize this game for everybody, because it sucks when you only got a console or you only got one thing. I want everybody to play the best way they can. And we know the netcode is not peak in Tekken 8, but it's really good so far, at least for right now. So these are the basic low end settings that I'm running for this game on my PC. Again, I could probably run a little bit higher, but I let the game just do it for me, and it still plays like a charm. It's some slow startups in the beginning. And number one, if you do have screen tearing, always turn VSync on. If you don't know, like, turn that on, because you get these stupid little like invisible lines that come up on the gameplay, and it's so annoying. I personally hate it. I'll take a dip in quality for that line to go away. So this is the settings I'm running to run this game on low end. Now mind you, I come with from fighter games. If you ain't got the beast of a rig, I'll tell you right now, put that thing at low. Number two, I don't want any hiccups online, so I will take the hit personally. That's how I am, to run the game at low settings and play it. Mind you, don't forget there will be a potato mod available. They already have one available for the demo that most likely will be able to be transferred over to the full game. So I will link that in the description down below. Number one, I've noticed that this game runs way better in full screen, obviously, which if you ain't got multiple monitors, I know that sucks. So that's a one. Resolution, I could probably go higher. I don't know, I haven't tried it. Let's see. Now, what if you're playing the game, right? And you see how it's loading pretty fine in the intro, but you get to the batch and it's very laggy. See how this is? It doesn't look very consistent, you know, and it's very frustrating, especially knowing the game is moving slow. Also, if you're having a trouble, just hit measure in PC performance and it'll restore to default settings and it'll adjust to you very fast. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I will link other videos and resources to help y'all, even if I didn't help out here. So just take my advice with warning. I ain't trying to blow up nobody's PC or nothing to hide. I ain't trying to do this. But I've seen some general questions about how to optimize the game and resources to help the game run better for everybody. I want everybody to play Tekken 8. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, I will be back with more guides, more gameplay, and a lot of other things in between. For all things fighting games, anime, and RPGs. It's your boy Avataryaya. I'm out. You guys are golden, and that is raw. Squala, peace, and I'm out.
Never felt like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe it's the death of me. Let my own worst enemy.
All right, who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.